Knox County General Sessions Judge. Have been for 27 years, as I told you before. And I have visited with this club many times, and as I told you before, I'm grateful to have friends here. So thank you for your friendship. And candidly, thank you for your comments, candidates. I was moved, and although I have felt like I have known you to some degree, it's nice to get to know you a little better. And candidly, I'm proud of some of the things you've accomplished. Who here was also here when I told y'all about the kitty cat case that I had? Do you remember that? You don't remember? Good. But for whatever reason, we stayed here virtually all night. Y'all kept asking questions. Do you remember that part?
Yes.
Seeing that there's a scar right there. You know, you're gonna be scarred for life.
In other words, don't ask any questions.
Well, if you got questions, I'll do the best I can to answer questions.
Dogs are better than cats, just so you know that.
I've got
But
two
the story-
magnificent Irish wolfhounds, and they are wonderful. They need a bath, but I love my Irish wolfhounds. So, and I'm going to try to get them to the dog park tonight, and I'll try to get you out of here so you don't have to listen to me too much. Again, thank you for your comments, other candidates. I suppose you want to know a little bit about myself. When I was, 12-ish, give or take, Joe Montana was playing quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, and I thought I was going to be Joe Montana. And I was mistaken, but I decided I wanted to go to law school when I registered to vote, and I immediately got called to serve on a jury. And when I was serving on this jury, it was a criminal case. It was a child abuse case, won't forget it. What I discovered is lawyers do things that are cool and help our community and help individual people. Prosecutor helps individuals, including that victim in that particular case. And the defense lawyer was just doing his job, trying to help make sure the process was honored. And I immediately realized that I wanted to apply to take the LSAT, and I also immediately realized 3 more years of school, I don't have to get a dadgum job. This is great, so I was supposed to be funny. I'll warn you when jokes are kind of enjoying as much as I do. And I graduated from Purdue, eventually graduated from UT, got a job in the prosecutor's office, DA's office in Hamilton County. I quit counting my jury trials at 40 because it seemed like, I'd run out of fingers. I was actually recruited to come to Knox County to prosecute in Knox County because of some successes in Hamilton County. I eventually ran for sessions judge because I earnestly believed at that time that the person who was in that seat, I could do a little better. We're currently friends, and I think that person has discovered that being a judge can be stressful sometimes. And when she wasn't under a bunch of stress, she was a different person. I think Sessions Court actually kind of is well suited to my undiagnosed ADD. I have to make lots of very efficient, speedy decisions all the time. I've had to learn a bunch of law to be a sessions judge, and you can't do it by taking recesses and getting back in the library as much as you could in some other positions. Sometimes I use athletic analogies because I've never tried a sport I didn't like, and I've never tried a sport I didn't suck at. Dave knows because we played some basketball together.
Pretty good basketball player.
And being kind to an old man, my toes are still sore from dribbling off my foot, but Sessions Court also has civil responsibilities, and so as a result, I had to learn a bunch of civil law, and so I tried a bunch of cases in the civil court as well. My last jury trial, I actually ended up with a adult victim sex crime case. A guy raped a prostitute, and he was so obnoxious that he ended up firing about 3 or 4 lawyers. So when I finally inherited the case, he was pro se because he fired a bunch of lawyers. In fact, the judge who was presiding over that case decided, yep, you're right, I can't be fair to you, I recused myself. So he ended up with a guy by the name of Buddy Scott trying that case. When I got him convicted of aggravated rape of a prostitute, he eventually sued me. I won that case too, by the way. Of course, I had a free lawyer, it worked out pretty good. Criminal court is a tremendous responsibility. Jury trials, I have often admonished defendants in sessions court that I earnestly believe that jury trial is one of the most important rights that we have as American citizens. Why? Because the community, the people, can stand up to their government and say, no, government, you're not going to interfere in the life of this individual citizen with your criminal charges because you ain't got the proof. That is magnificent. It's a blessing, and it's something that we should fight to preserve. And all of these candidates, they're going to do a good job of that. Their experience with jury trials. The one thing that they don't have is they're not a Paleolithic fossil like me. I screwed up enough crap that I have already made a bunch of mistakes, and in theory, I shouldn't make those mistakes again. So, once again, an athletic analogy. You got some high-ranking draft choices. They make a great franchise quarterback. But, you know, you want to go with the old veteran and be trade for him? Free agent? What do you think? I'm Cerny. Thank you for listening to me for a long